Hey guys, it's Skinface here, and welcome back to episode 70 of our Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode, we're currently in the January transfer window, and we have got some decent games to play in today's episode. We're going to be hopefully trying to make a signing or two. We'll have to wait and see exactly what players we get rid of, but I have got one name in mind to try and sign in today's episode. It could be some big money spent on it as well, so we'll wait and see exactly what happens in today's episode. If you didn't see the last episode, I definitely recommend watching it. If you click the link in the description below, you can go ahead and watch it. That will make more sense as to why I've got sort of formations with two at the back. If you've not seen it, then go and click that video in the description below. Also, if we could try and get 100 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, or maybe you haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate all the support, whether it be a like or a subscribe or a comment. It's all great to see. Thank you all so much. And even when you share videos and let me know in the comments, it's fantastic to hear. And let's crack on with today's episode. The first thing I'm going to do is actually put in a bid for one of the players that I have on my shortlist. I've not mentioned that I was going to be signing or anything like that. I was literally looking at him just before I started recording. I think he could be a player that'll help us out, I think, in this team. And it's going to be David Alaba, and he's going to be a player that we're going to hopefully try and bring in. He's 27 years old, 89 overall, of course, a fantastic quality player, and his stats kind of speak for themselves, to be totally honest. He's obviously an expensive player, but I think it's the sort of player that we could do with if we're going to play with this sort of two-at-the-back style system. Now, he's obviously able to play left-back, centre-back, and centre mid. Now that is a pretty good combination. He can of course probably play left mid as well, to be totally honest, but he can also play a few different decent positions, and those sort of stats are exactly what we need in this team. So I think we're going to take a look at him. It obviously means that we're going to have to get rid of somebody in order to be able to get him in. I think the player to be got rid of is potentially Mendy. Obviously Rose could be another option as well, but I don't know whether Mendy's been as good as I'd hoped in game. I think stats wise, overall wise, age wise, he's really good. In-game, not so impressed with him. Not as much as Danny Rose anyway. So he could well be the player that leaves. And we're going to try a few different deals, see exactly what Bayern Munich's saying or who they're interested in. And we could potentially see someone like Danny Rose leave. Obviously, he's 29 years old, so maybe it makes sense to get rid of the older player and keep Mendy. But yeah, it's difficult really to tell, to be honest. I think we might start off with Mendy, see what they say. And if we need to, then we can obviously add Danny Rose into the deal instead, who's worth a little bit more. So the starting bid is going to be £30 million plus Mendy. It's quite a good starting bid, to be honest. It's above his value by far, and I expect him to probably want a little bit more than that, maybe 50, 60, 70 million pounds is what I'm expecting. We'll have to wait and see though exactly what Bayern say. It's always difficult to predict. We're also going to take a look at Sandro as well, just in case that deal doesn't happen. We'll put in a bid for him in some sort of fashion, but to be honest, he is not one of the players I want as much as David Alaba, of course. And we'll go with Mendy, and this time we'll go with, I think, maybe 20 million. Again, it's a decent offer. I mean, it might well be one that they accept straight away, but we'll just have to wait and see. There's also another guy which I think might help us out a little bit. Now, I was going to take a look at him in the summer, but I held back a little bit, kind of waited to see what would happen. And he is a player that I think I'd be really interested in to play in that CDM role that we have just in front of the two centre-backs. So we have other options there, but I think he could be a good one for us. His stats are incredible. That's the reason why I'm looking at him. You can see how incredible those stats are. All green, bar one, on the technical side of things, of course. The physical side of things as well, pretty decent. So you can't really fault him, to be honest. He's just absolutely incredible on virtually every single stats. And he's a player we're going to take a look at, and we're just going to go cash to begin with. We'll start off with £35 million. We'll see what Marseille say. I expect that one to be rejected. They'll probably want over 40, but we'll wait and see. I have no plans to make massive signings, really, in this window, or large amounts of signings, I should say. But certainly the players I want to bring in are going to be really high quality and will help us in this two-at-the-back formation, which I think has been working pretty well in the last episode, albeit it has had to be altered slightly. This is the one that we did in the last episode. Altered it slightly to help us with the width of the team when defending, which will also help us, I think, in today's episode at some stage. But let's get on to this game against Norwich now that we have coming up. We're going to sim the match. We'll then play the next 3 games after that. Yeah, so we've got a game against Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth and Tottenham also to play in today's episode. Hopefully get through all 3 of those games, depending on, obviously, time. Let's crack on with this game against Norwich. I'll change around the team and show you the side I'll put out. Okay, so this is the team that I'm going to go with. It's been changed a little bit, but it's still a very good side. Obviously, a lot of strong players in there for us to hopefully try and get ourselves a win here in this game. It'll sim against Norwich. Let's wait and see how we get on. We will see what the Norwich side is like. We're winning the game 1-0. Saul there getting ourselves the opening goal. 22 minutes in, approaching the second half. Still running 1-0 into the second half now. Benik Fobe playing for Norwich at the moment. But Mendy scores a second for us, and that puts us 2-0 up. We'll skip it. Game finishes 3-0. Asensio adds to the scoreline with 20 minutes left. Really happy with that. 3 points in the bag and a decent 3-0 lead with a clean sheet. Okay, so here we go. First of all, we've got Bayern Munich and Juventus accepting both of the offers. That's a little bit unexpected. Maybe my offer was quite a large one. I know it was also above their value, so maybe it makes sense. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Both of them accepting. Of course, we're after Alaba, so we'll go with him first. He wants 210 grand a week. Obviously, quite a large wage. We're more than happy to do that for a guy that's 89 overall. And we'll go with, I think, the 3-year deal. Crucial first-team player, and see what he says to that. Hopefully, he's willing to join. If he is, then of course that'll be great for us. We'll do a similar sort of deal with Sandro. He wants 180 grand though, and we'll go with, I think it's still 3-year deal. Crucial first-team player, and hopefully he accepts. Transfer offer in here for Pastore, a player that we're going to send out on a short-term loan to Carlisle. He's 60 overall, 17 years old. He needs to grow a little bit more before he's able to come and help us in the first team. So we'll send him out on loan there, and he should be available for next season to play a little bit, but obviously it depends if we are playing another season or not. Marseille saying unacceptable. We want £47 million for Sanson, and I think we'll up our offer to £40 million. We'll see what they say. Hopefully we're getting a bit nearer to the amount. He's only actually got 18 months left on his deal though. Okay, so on to this game against Nottingham Forest. It's a cup match, it's a home game also, but we are going to play the match to hopefully try and get ourselves into the next round. This is the side that we've gone with: Ederson, Stones, Tar, Saul, Cancelo, Rose, De Bruyne, Silva, Sané, Gabriel Jesus and Neymar starting. Obviously quite an attacking team. Obviously the two at the back still as well. On the bench we've got Nerig, we've got Kyle Walker, we've got Delph, Gundogan, Sterling, Asensio and Belotti. A few bigger names missing out, don't quite get into the 18 at all. So I'll wait and see whether they are able to play for us against Bournemouth in a few days' time, when we'll obviously have to change around the team a lot. Let's see how we get on though in this game. Hopefully get ourselves into the next round and see how far we can go in the FA Cup. This is the third round here, so we need to obviously try and get much further. Okay, let's go for this game against Nottingham Forest at the Etihad Stadium. I'm really interested to see how we get on with this formation. We're still trying to figure out exactly what sort of teams it's appropriate for, which teams it's not appropriate for. Obviously we found out against Crystal Palace that maybe it wasn't quite appropriate for that game because of the one striker that they played, which obviously meant that they had to push loads of midfielders up, which caught us out a little bit. But we'll wait and see. We're still figuring it out a little bit. It was very positive though in the last episode. Hopefully that can continue in this episode as well, and trying to get ourselves an early goal if possible. Chance for Nottingham Forest still. Ederson just about catches it, albeit very dramatically, and we've got ourselves an opportunity to counter-attack here. Not being so impressed with this formation as much as the one that we were using in the last episode. Felt that helped us a little bit in attack more. This one's a bit more defensive, which isn't so good. And we're going to look to try and play back to Rose. Is that a goal? No, it's offside. Wondered for a second whether it was going to be. It's Bernardo Silva that was offside, and it doesn't count. Frustrating, that was just before half-time as well. I was hoping to get ourselves a goal going into half-time. Doesn't look like we will now. That's it. Half-time, 0-0. We are going to change formation a little bit. Still going to be two at the back, but I'm just going to try and move, I think, Rose and Cancelo a little bit further up the pitch. It's been a bit frustrating, their positioning so far in this game. Hopefully we're going to be able to improve that though. Okay, so just one change. Gundogan's going to come on. We'll take off Danny Rose and we'll move Sol a little bit further forward. In fact, no, we'll put him back and put Gundogan just in front. We obviously tucked those guys in a little bit. Cancelo's still going to play as a midfielder. It just tucked in a little bit more now, and hopefully that's going to work for us. De Bruyne and Neymar look for a 1-2 here. On to Neymar. Been very, very quiet as Neymar in this game so far. Chance from here to shoot, and that is out for a throwing. Okay. Final two changes, Delph and Asensio to come on. We'll take off Saul, who's very tired, and Silva as well. Saul's coming off basically just because, like I say, very tired, and I want to try and liven up that midfield a little bit more, get it going, and hopefully improve us pace-wise in there. 25 minutes left, still trying to find a goal in this game. A bit frustrating, but yeah, it's quite a balanced game. It's one of those matches where you can kind of feel it going either way, and that was nearly in their favour. Ambrose, the player that we gave to Nottingham Forest, nearly scoring there, but dragged it terribly wide. He could have done much better, but great opportunity, great positioning. Asensio, now waiting for someone to come help him. He's running himself. Going to look maybe for a little chip into Kevin De Bruyne, who chests it down. Oh, what a challenge. How has he managed that? Wasn't even supposed to find Kevin De Bruyne. It was supposed to be to Gabriel Jesus in there, but he took over it. So close. No way. 1-0. I think it's Ambrose as well that might have got it. Can't quite tell though. No, it's not Ambrose. It's definitely not Ambrose. He's on his back maybe. But yeah, losing the game 1-0. 15 minutes left of this game, and we are losing. Not a good way for us to concede a goal there. If there is a good way to concede a goal, certainly not like that from a set piece. Poor defending. Allowed him to turn, allowed him to shoot, and yeah, not good at all. I said this game was very much in the balance. It kind of felt that way. We didn't really seem to be showing too much going forward, which is very strange, of course, with this formation. But yeah, at the moment, struggling a little bit to get going. Hopefully, though, in the final few minutes, we can have some sort of opportunity. There's been a lot of quiet players, though, in this match, which has been more worrying. A lot of sort of very average performances from these guys. A lot of players I could have easily just taken off. Neymar's been very inactive in this game. We've seen very little from Gabriel Jesus. Overall, pretty poor game from a lot of big names. Neymar wins it back. That's much better. Neymar's still going, looking across to Kevin De Bruyne to shoot and saved. Not really the finish I was after, not even the player I wanted it to go to again. It was supposed to find Gabriel Jesus, but never seems to. And we're going to play it short to Neymar. Can he put in a good delivery? It's not a bad ball in. De Bruyne, he does it. We've got ourselves the equaliser. As easy as that. What a delivery. What a header. Everything just fell into place there. 4 minutes left of this game, and we got ourselves back on level terms. And if we can get ourselves a draw here, then that will mean, I think, a replay. But I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. I can't remember how they do it in the FA Cup. But anyway, got ourselves back on level terms. Still 4 minutes to try and get ourselves a winner, though, if we can. Of course, what we're going to be pushing for is definitely that. We'll have to wait and see. Kevin De Bruyne on to Gabriel Jesus. Now things have started to liven up a little bit. Gabriel Jesus trying to get around his man. Could do with some support. Maybe a cross in here for Gundogan. Oh, he ran onto it so well, but the connection's so bad. Completely off target. Really poor header. Yes, well played, Asensio. Gundogan now waiting for the right pass. It's through to Neymar. It has to be. Neymar! Oh, absolutely rubbish. Directed it completely wrong. Great pass from Kevin De Bruyne. It's not even supposed to be outside of the foot. It's supposed to be into the top left-hand corner. It's gone a bit too central and well over the bar. Full time, 1-1. That should have been the goal to win it. And it hasn't been scored, and that means I think we go into a replay. We'll have a little look now. Yes, we do. Frustrating. We don't want to be going into a replay. We've got enough fixtures as it is being in 4 competitions. So yeah, really poor. Really disappointing finish there from Neymar. Expected so much better, and we just didn't get it. On to some play drills now. We're going to focus on these 5 drills. I kind of changed it a little bit in between episodes. You can see that I brought in Ribeiro now, taking out Gomez on one of his drills, just because he was already pretty good at the stats we were training, so it made no sense to really do that. Whereas I brought in Ribeiro to try and get up to 80 overall, and that's happened this week, so really happy with that. Trying to get his long passing up, and that has appeared to have improved his overall, so very happy with how it got on this week. Ribeiro has got up 3 overall so far, up to 80 overall now. Transfer in here for Oscar Hill, one of the players that we have got transfer listed that we're trying to get out the door. Aston Villa bidding £3.1 million. Usually I'd ask for a bit more, but to be honest, it's not that much money, so we are just going to accept it. Reluctantly accept it, though, because I would usually ask for 3.9 or £4 million. Sandro accepts the contract, great news, but I want Alaba, really. We'll wait over the next couple of days to see exactly whether we can bring him in. I think he'll definitely help us. Got to help our team, really, with the stats that he's got and the positions he can play. And he accepts the contract as well. That means that Mendy, sadly, is on the way out. Now, of course, he's a Man.City player in real life, and I did say, I think at the start of last season, that we're going to have to stray away from the realism a little bit if we wanted to try and win every competition. That's exactly what we're going to have to try and do. Alaba's going to join us. Mendy will leave us and go to Bayern Munich. £30 million on top of that as well. I'm pretty happy with that deal. I thought it'd be more money than that, to be honest, for an 89 rated player with those stats. So we're going to accept it, and I'm happy to see David Alaba joining us there. Really happy, because he will add so much quality to our team. I'm hoping to find a place in the starting 11 for him. We've got to, though, 89 rated. You have to find a place for him. That place might be a centre-back. It might be more likely to be just in front of the defence. Of course, it won't be that formation that we'll play. I'm not so impressed with that one. It'll be the one that we play in the last episode that we'll go with. So it's more likely that he'll play in front of the defence, as you can see there's a holding midfielder, or as one of the centre mids. It's more likely where he'll play. He could play at centre back on odd occasion maybe, but to be honest, it's more midfield role I think for him. Sizable price tag. I disagree with that. I thought it was a decent price tag, to be honest. 89 rated, I'd happily pay that sort of money. Look how many fixtures we got crammed into the next couple of weeks. It's ridiculous. Every sort of 3 or 4 days, it's another game. We've got a game against Bournemouth here in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup. Looking forward to actually, it's the first leg, and we'll change around the team. We'll go with this formation though, and David Alaba will be starting this game. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Bournemouth. Let's see how we get on. Carter goes in goal. Stones, Mangala, Alaba, Gundogan, Delph, Asensio, Silva, Sané, Belotti and Sterling all starting. Quite a strong team, obviously some good players here and there. We've got a game against Tottenham, I think, in about 3 or 4 days' time as well. Then this is the bench I've gone with. Nerig, we've got Walker, Sol, Ribeiro, Ferreira, Pereira and Gabriel Jesus all on there. So quite a strong attacking bench as well. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how he gets on. Let's go. Excited to see exactly what we have in store with Alaba coming into the side. I think he's kind of the perfect fit for that position. That's why I wanted to spend so much money to bring him in. I think you have to bring in the right sort of players for the formation that you want to try and play. And I think he fits it pretty well. So Hopefully I'm going to be proven. Hopefully that's going to be proven in this match. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just hoping that he can put in a good performance and kind of justify the amount of money that I've spent on him. Asensio. Into Bernardo Silva. He's going to shoot. Oh, good save. Come on, Asensio. He's looked lively so far in this game. He's going to try and shoot from this angle. It's not a bad strike, but goalkeeper gets there. Yes, great chance. Silva gets fouled. There's got to be a card there. It's a really poor foul, and we're just about to get through as well. Just need an extra touch. Is it going to be a red? It is going to be a red. I was hoping for it, but didn't know whether it was going to be given. And the referee has done that. It was pretty much like the last man, to be honest. Like, we just about got past him, and we would have been through on goal. Maybe a chance for Asensio if he is the best option here. Not actually that many good free kick takers. Alaba might be the better option. How's he going to do here? It's whether I've got the ability. Oh, that's one way to start for your Manchester City career, isn't it? What a free kick that is. 28 minutes in, and we've scored. It's 1-0. Alaba from the free kick. Wow, absolutely fantastic free kick there, right into the top left-hand corner. No stopping that, and yeah, pretty decent way to justify your price tag as well. Just hoping to try and be able to get it up and over the wall. I've done that perfectly. A little bit of curl on it. The keeper is nowhere near it. It's 1-0. One ball in. Chance. Oh, off the post. Carter looked helpless there. Didn't really do too much. Tried to get there, but didn't manage to save it. And Bournemouth starting to play pretty well. Mangala got out of position and has done again. Another opportunity, this time saved. Half-time, winning the game 1-0. Of course, good to be in the lead, but I want to try and increase that lead a little bit more. At the moment, we don't look too likely. Not that many chances. Possession-wise, Bournemouth dominating. And I'm going to make a change. It's going to be maybe a little bit surprising. Lotti's going to come off. And we're actually going to bring on, rather than Gabriel Jesus, Pereira's going to come on and play up front for us. I think Belotti's had a pretty poor first half. Struggled to get the ball under control. We've kind of passed the ball into him, and it's kind of just gone past him every single time. So it's a bit frustrating that, but we are going to take a Belotti and give Pereira a chance up front. I've been impressed when he's played for us before, so there's no reason why he can't do it again. Possession very much with us at the moment. Alaba getting forward as well, coming back maybe into Fabian Delph to shoot. Delph scores, it's 2-0. Fabian Delph with a really good strike. This time Alaba gets himself an assist. It's 2-0. Good spell of possession. Pinned Bournemouth in, really. They had no escape up front at all. They dragged all the players back to obviously cope with our attack. And that just meant that they had no outlet whatsoever. Alaba gets forward at the right time here. Cuts it back to Delph. Touch and shot. And that is a hell of a strike as well. 2-0. Really good finish. Sterling, now with loads of space to run into. Bournemouth struggling to get many players back. Sterling waiting for the right cutback chance for Asensio. That is... oh my days. You couldn't have got any closer to the goal, really. Such a simple chance. On his favourite side, just... you got to score. No... Jesus. Let's make some changes. Okay, final two changes. Nerik and also Ribeiro to come on. We'll take off Silva and Gundogan. Alba will move a little bit further forward, and we'll put Ribeiro at like a centre attacking mid-type position. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully finish the rest of the match strong. There's only about 9 or 10 minutes left, so obviously not too much time for those guys to make an impact, but we'll wait and see. Great delivery. Oh, corridor of uncertainty stuff, but even their play couldn't get there. So close to an opportunity for Bournemouth. But that is it. We've got ourselves a clean sheet. It's a 2-0 win as well. Not bad to get a clean sheet with 2 at the back, is it, to be honest? Really happy with that. Could have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0, really. That Asensio chance late on. Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a red card for Bournemouth. Completely forgot about that, actually. We've been playing against 10 men all that time. Probably explains why we had a bit more of control in the second half, doesn't it? Completely forgot about that. Okay, on to a transfer offer here for Ederson, and it's from Kiln, and £39 million. It's okay. Ederson obviously is a player that has previously rejected a contract which I've submitted to him. He has kind of asked to leave in a way, but not 100% confirmed it at times. It's kind of all over the place. I'd certainly consider selling him to Kiln. Obviously not a team that's going to particularly affect us, but I just need to know whether he wants to stay or not for definite. I'm not so sure whether he is going to leave because his morale's unhappy, and usually the morale is leaving, I'm pretty sure, when they want to leave. So what I'm going to try and do is just offer him a 0-year contract, and we're going to offer him 50 grand a week, obviously more than what he's asking for. Crucial first team player, no extension, literally just a wage increase, and hopefully get some sort of more of a commitment from him. Of course, it's not really it's not a long-term commitment, it's just literally saying that you've signed a new deal. So maybe he'll just choose to rob more money off us and then leave shortly after, but we'll wait and see, and we'll try with that offer. Marcel come back and accepted £40 million for Sanson. I'm not 100% going to sign him. Obviously, David Alaba is going to probably be playing the same position as where he'd play. He was kind of just another option for us, really. But if we were to sign him, then we'd have to get rid of, I think, Gundogan to be able to do that. So I'm not 100% sure. We'll continue to pursue this one, but I'm not saying that we'll necessarily go ahead with it when we get to the final offer. We'll go 5-year deal, and I think import a first-team player, if I'm being completely honest with them. Player sold. Oscar Hill goes to Aston Villa. Sad to see him go, but glad that he'll now be getting a bit more game time on a permanent deal at Villa. So we've now got... Coutinho having a transfer request. Okay. 27-year-old, 90 overall. Whew. Now you've got to be interested. Leads the league in goals and is in excellent form at the moment. Probably worth between 85 and 108 million pounds. So tempting to try and sign him. To be able to do that, though, we'd have to get rid of Neymar, who's actually underperforming at the moment. It's really strange. He's not performing at all in game. It's very tempting to try and do that, but at the same time, I don't know whether Coutinho will perform better in game. It's really difficult to know. I think we'll leave it for now. I'm sure a club will pick him up at some point. Probably not us, though, to be honest. I've literally just started looking at the contract situation we have with the club. Look how many players will be going out of contract a year from now in the summer. So have a look at this. They've basically got 18 months left on the contract. Look at all these players that we'll have to give new deals to if we're doing another season. Look at them all. There's so many new contracts we'll have to hand out. Not looking forward to doing that, but we will have to do it if we want to continue, obviously, for another season after that. So yeah, that will be a very fun summer trying to sign all them guys back up to extensions. So I think that pretty much concludes today's episode. Don't have quite enough time to play this game against Spurs. I want to play the match rather than sim it, so we'll have to wait until next episode to avoid guaranteeing us dropping points, I suppose, because we would find it very difficult, I think, simming the match against Spurs. You can see currently in the league table we are 3rd place, 2 points behind Liverpool, still 3 points behind Chelsea as well, so not too much movement recently, but we're pretty much at the halfway point now of the season, so very happy with that. I actually passed it, so yeah, very happy with the way that we're going at the moment. Obviously I want to be at 1st place, but we're not that far behind, and I think once we play Chelsea and Liverpool again, we should well find ourselves top of the league. I certainly want to be there probably by the end of February, I'd say, is where my target is to be top of the league by then. Obviously the sooner the better. But that concludes today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I was unable to get to the Tottenham game due to also the transfer negotiations, which I haven't quite factored in, to be honest, at the start of the episode. But thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate the support on the series and on the channel recently as well. Did 2 videos yesterday if you didn't see them on the channel, one of which was a little bit different, reacting to the FIFA 18 trailers that we've seen from EA. And there will be a couple of other different videos coming out very shortly as well. Football video will be coming out on Wednesday at, I think, 4 PM, I think is what we're going to go with, UK time. So look out for that. Thank you all so much for watching though, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.